Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the special public meeting of March 2nd, 2026 of the Township of Washington Township Council. Adequate notice of the meeting was given in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act by the Township Clerk to at least 2 newspapers on February 24, 2026. And this notice has been posted on the Township Bulletin Board, Electronic Message Board, WCTV, and on the Township website. Please notify the municipal clerk for any disability requirements necessary for attendance at Township Council meetings. Fire exits are located through the double doors to your right and through the door on your left. Please silence all cell phones. If you are unable to attend the council meeting in person and would like a topic to be addressed at a council meeting, please visit www.twpofwashington.us, Contact Us tab, click on Mayor and Council, send email to contact all council members at once. Could everyone please stand for a salute to the flag?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Councilman Casio. Councilman Sears.
Yeah.
Councilman Ullman.
Yeah.
Councilwoman Velez.
Here.
Council President DeSena.
Here. Let the record reflect also in attendance Mayor Peter Calamari, Administrator Mark DiCarlo. Is Mr. Corcoran joining us?
No.
Okay. And Township Clerk Susan Wachowski. Approval of minutes, none. Can I have a motion to open the public comment period of the meeting?
So, second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Seeing no one in the audience, do I have a motion to close the public comment period?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
At this time, we'll go into discussion, the 2026 municipal budget, township budget. Ready?
Yes, sir. Council President, is it okay if I start with my budget and revenue summary?
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I prepared a document for the 2026 budget and revenue summary. The recommended mayor's budget for 2026 has an increase of $664,479.34 and appropriations above the approved 2025 budget. Total recommended appropriations for the 2026 mayor's budget are $17,199,415. Total approved appropriations in the 2025 budget were $16,534,935.66. The recommended increase of $664,479.34 in appropriations is mostly due to the increase in interest for the 2025 bond anticipation note of $323,307.89. State required payments such as insurance, pension contributions, and library contributions account for a large portion of the increase as well. When preparing the mayor's budget, a zero-based budget approach was taken where many operating expense account lines remained the same as the amount approved in the 2025 approved budget. No increase was recommended. Based on the recommended mayor's budget, the average assessed home of $797,000 would see an increase of $291 for appropriations and $21 for the library contribution. The county and regional school tax rate has not been established and is only estimated on the tax impact document. The recommended mayor's budget is within the 2% tax levy cap and within the 3.5% appropriations cap. Administration took proactive measures to renegotiate our shared service agreement with Saddle River, saving $27,500 and switching to a high deductible health plan, saving the township an anticipated $322,243. The 2026 revenue summary, the proposed surplus to be used as revenue was reduced to $1.5 million from $1,650,000 used in the 2025 budget. This is to remain fiscally responsible and to prevent depleting our surplus. 2025, council requests the introduction of $343,675 reserved for payment of debt as a revenue source. This revenue is not available in 2026. Proposed revenue is reduced a total of $493,675 due to the previously mentioned. $100,000 in appropriations and revenue has a corresponding value of approximately $32 in taxation. And finally, which isn't on the document, I say in jest, but it actually has a little bit of seriousness. that urban legend that we inflate the lines 10%. I promise the council, you have my word, that's not there. We really did budget what we feel is necessary. So if you do reduce a line, I do feel confident in telling you that it will affect the efficiency and effectiveness. Council President, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. DeCarlo. Mr. Mayor?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, could
Of course.
the record reflect Dr. Cassio joined us at 7:07? Good evening, Mr. Cassio.
Sorry, Mayor.
No problem. Okay.
Yes, go ahead. Mr.
Okay,
Mayor.
great. Good evening, everyone. I'm pleased to present the Township of Washington 2026 budget to the council for their review and approval. I want to commend Administrator DeCarlo for his diligent work in preparing the budget with me and all the departments for keeping their requests well in line with expectations. The proposed municipal budget as presented represents an annual increase of $291 on the average property value, plus an additional state mandated $21 for the library. These amounts were achieved while also reducing the amount of the surplus contribution to the budget by 9% from $1.65 million to $1.5 million, and with the $343,000 from the reserve of payment of debt used last year no longer available. We must continue to reduce subsidizing the budget with our surplus funds, as we are not generating as much surplus as we have in the past. Agencies look at our surplus as part of our overall fiscal health. The following items account for more than $540,000, or approximately $170 of the $291 increase. In no particular order, they are debt service principal, $45,000, debt service interest, $323,000, BCUA sewer charges, $65,000, ongoing reassessment program, $60,000, and DPW overtime due to snowstorms already in 2026, $50,000. The annual increase would have been approximately $192 higher if not for the savings on the following items. Police salaries due to retirements, $200,000. DPW salaries due to retirement, $61,000. The renegotiation of the shared service agreement for the municipal court, $27,000. And the switch to a high deductible health plan with no benefit reduction, $322,000. I again want to thank the departments for keeping their budget increases to a minimum, with over 200 of the 300 total line items coming in at less than $500 in increases, many of them coming in at no increase or actual decreases from 2025. This year's major capital projects include $1.4 million for the 2026 road program. However, we have a New Jersey DOT grant for $237,000 that will reduce that cost to the taxpayers. $180,000 for 2 frontline patrol vehicles for the police department. $118,000 for 3 police vehicles to be used for outside billing jobs that generate income for the town, including a separate billing rate for these vehicles. These vehicles do not need to be outfitted for duty, the same as patrol vehicles, and in this role, as new, they will last about 10 years, as opposed to using hand-me-down vehicles that were used in patrol and often need costly repairs from their prior use. Lastly, $120,000 for ADA improvements to our parks and fields. $80,000 of that amount is to match a grant from the Bergen County Open Space Park Improvement Fund, bringing the total investment to $200,000. The costs for these capital projects represent investments in our town and its future. Continued and ongoing investments ensure we meet and hopefully exceed the expectations of our residents, and that our facilities and services continue to improve. It reflects the pride we all take in this unique, special, and increasingly desirable place to live and raise our families. Please examine your tax bill when you receive it to see the different agencies your tax dollars support and the town collects on their behalf. The total municipal cost to the taxpayers on the average assessed property in this budget as presented is less than $10 per day for all the municipal services provided to the residents. We look forward to collaborating with the council to answer their questions and work towards budget approval. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Thank you. Would anybody like to make any statements before we start? Mr. Allman, Mr. Cassio, Mr. Sears? Okay. So I guess we'll start on the budget on page 1. February 10, 2026 is the run date, right, Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Mr. Cassio, would you like to, I know you had sent me a message to, you wanted to hold off on certain items. Do you want to make a motion to do that?
Yeah, I'll make a motion right now to hold off on capital, which I think we agreed on, and salaries to the end.
You want to do that at the end?
Yeah.
Everybody okay with that?
Second.
We need to take a roll call on that, or is
Yeah, hold on, Carly's gonna put me down on another book.
you have to, okay.
I might have to run upstairs real quick.
You want to take a quick,
Yeah, let's just do your roll call. I'm sorry, I just realized I have another book that's got writing area for me. I don't have it in this one, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. So Dr. Cassio had mentioned about
salaries and capital.
salaries and capital to the end. And Councilman Seer seconded it.
Yep.
And the roll call will be Councilman Cassio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes.
and Council President
Yes,
DeSena.
thank you. All right, so page one, Sue, you got to go
Just
upstairs.
give me like.
Give Sue 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'll just get on a big river book. That's a wrong book.
So I think we'll proceed like we did last year. We'll look at the pages and we'll approve the whole page, or we'll make, somebody will make a motion to review the one line that they'd like to reduce or add to. And then, because that worked pretty well last year. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Yep.
Mr. Holman, you're good with that?
Yes.
Instead of reading every single one like we had in the past, that takes a long time.
On the.
Thank you. Sorry.
Pages.
Take your time. So on page one, the only thing I see is grant consultant. It went up, first increase in 4 years, $2,850 per month. Old rate was $2,700 per month.
I'm assuming that's a contract.
Yes, sir. He was appointed, I believe, at the reorg meeting
Yeah.
as our grant writer. However, we respectfully asked for an increase, and in the miscellaneous section, if you hadn't had a chance to read his grant report from 2025, he was very successful, and we have every bit of confidence that he will continue being successful for the township.
Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
All right.
Can we,
Yes, Mr. Owen.
I mean, that's 5.5%. Sorry. You know, that's 5.5% increase over last year. Can we do it at 2,800?
Well, is it a contract that he presented, or is it just something that we're offering as a salary? So
I don't believe we have a contract in terms of well, I'll let the administration.
Yeah, again, I understand you're looking at it as a 5% jump, and, maybe looking back, we should have asked him to do smaller incremental bumps every year, which we, looking forward, we'd like to do. However, considering his track record of being successful for 4 years to only go up $150, we thought it was reasonable. So even though it's 5% from last year, it's been 0% for the last 4 years. He's consistently, kept that in mind.
No, it hasn't been 0% because he went up in 2022 to 2023, he went up 2,400. And then from 23, 24, and 25, it's been consistent, yeah. So he did get a raise in 2023.
3 years, my
Yeah.
apologies. So in 3 years, he hadn't had a
Yeah,
raise.
I mean, if you advertise that 5% over those 3 plus this year, it works out to be barely over 1% a year. One could say we saved money by not paying the increase in the past 2 years.
You okay with it, Ms. Holman? Do you want to make a motion to change it, or?
Yeah, I would motion to drop it to 2,800. So, 34,150. I'm sorry, I'm reading the wrong line, my apologies.
Can I make my wise guy comment and get it out of my system? And then I won't anymore. This is the first line, and this is a professional that brings in money for the town. And we want to knock him down $50. I mean, he hasn't asked for an increase in 4 years. Why are we setting that tone right off the bat with the professionals? You want people to jump ship? Is that what it is? All right, I'm done. That's my comment, and I'll leave it at that.
Anybody second,
So
Mr.?
then, so then, you
Wait,
know
I don't
what,
think he made-
why don't we just approve it? Why don't we just approve the friggin' budget?
I like that.
It's Mr. Allman's made a motion to reduce it by,
No,
I don't think you made him one.
yes, you did. He wants to make it $2,800 a month. Instead of $2,850. Anybody second it?
It's $50 is not.
50 times 12.
All right.
50 times 12.
It's 34. Let me get it.
Right.
I'll motion to keep it at 34, too.
We have a motion to reduce and a motion to no second to Mr. Allman's. We have a motion to leave it as is.
Wait, Daisy, what was your motion?
Leave it as is,
Leave it as
as the
is.
recommended.
The recommended.
I'm going to second that only because he did bring in a lot of money for the ADA. He did get us that grant for the kids, for the park. So he has been working on that for a couple of years with me. So I will second that motion.
All right, roll call.
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
no.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes.
and Council President DeSena.
Yes. Nothing on that page that's not salary related other than that one item. Going to page 2.
Just one thing, can we
Sure,
just go back?
Mr. Allman. Yeah.
Just, if the administration could look at the line ending in 160, floating staff tax office, the note, if you calculate it out, doesn't tie back to the total. So I just, if you could take a look at that, I don't know.
Did you include the additional 40 hours?
Yes.
Do you remember how much it was off?
I think it's a little over 1,000.
It might have been a typo. She worked 16 hours, my apologies. Does it say 16 or 15?
15.
15 at 22.
16 times 52 equals 832 times 22 equals 18,304. And then, no matter how many times you look at this, right? 18,304, and then 40 times 22.
880.
So we have 18,304 plus 19,184. I just rounded up to 200.
Okay, so it's 16 hours?
Yeah, my apologies.
What is it?
It's 16 hours, not 15 hours. That was causing the typo. So it's 50-cent raise per hour, 16 hours per week at $22 per hour, not 15 hours per week. All right, moving to page 2. Does anybody have any changes they'd like to make on this page? If not, I'm okay with the page. It's pretty much 0 for every item from 2025, except for admin dues and conferences went up $100.
I'm okay with that.
Everybody okay with this page?
Yes. Well,
Mr. Cascio, Mr. Ullman?
Yeah, just a question, Mark, where did you pull the extra 300 for the dues and conferences? 'Cause it was
So
short last year.
the control had money. So you mean, how did we over encumber the sub control for the 1551?
You took it out of the control item?
Yeah, so if you look like, just as an example, in office supplies, we were approved for 2,500, we spent 21.
Okay.
So the control had money without us having to do a transfer.
Everybody go to page 2?
Yeah,
Page,
okay.
page 3 is pretty much 0 based.
Mr. Sasena, I never thought I'd say you're going too fast.
I have to keep up with him now.
I know.
Is there anything on page 2 we'd like to,
This is page 3.
excuse me, page 3, excuse me, Mr. DiCarlo got me there. So I don't, there's no change from 2025 on page 3. Anybody like to accept it as is or make a motion to change it?
Just line 810.
Line 810, computer software, yes. Oh, that is an increase, sorry, Mr. Ullman.
It went up 12% roughly.
I believe we added, let me just look at my, if you want me to look, I brought my 25 book, but I believe it was the vehicle maintenance software. So last year it was kind of like our, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Our initial.
Yeah, like our initial, see how it worked, and the police really liked it, and they actually provided me and the mayor with the reports, examples of reports that I can kick out. So now we want to extend it to the fire department and start introducing DPW.
And probably last year, we didn't have it for the whole year, right? We didn't
No,
have it
no,
till the
we
budget
didn't.
was approved, and
Yeah, with
so
April.
this is a whole year
So
cost on
I
that.
believe that's the increase.
IT services went down, Mr.
Yes,
DiCarlo?
but, again, that's a little bit of smoke and mirrors.
Did you move the money somewhere else?
The reason why it went down that noticeably is because last year I asked for the cost of computers out of that line. This year, I'm asking for the computers to come out of capital because we combined it with the needs of the council chambers. So now it's a higher cost. Like, I don't remember how much I asked for, maybe 20,000. So again, I don't want you to think it went down.
So that 5,340 has been moved.
Yes, but before net went up, a few bucks monthly. So
Okay.
monthly right now, we're, for this year, it'd be about $2,500.
Everybody okay with page 3?
Yeah.
Yes, everyone?
Yes.
yes.
Mr. Ullman?
I mean, I'd like to see us expense the computers, but I mean, that's a discussion for.
When we get to that line up. Page 4, we have salaries at the top. Subscriptions is the same, it went down. Dues and conferences went up by 100. Miscellaneous stayed the same, trophies stayed the same. And the last item is salaries, so I'm okay with those items. Everybody else?
I'm good.
What, so we have, in miscellaneous, it goes up and down. Last year, we spent $157.
Yep.
So year over year, the ask hasn't changed, but it's over last year, it's increasing 280% over actual.
Over actually, yes.
So, I mean, are we anticipating anything? Do we know?
I mean, as much as I don't like to say it, a lot of times what that goes to is if we have deaths where we're sending flowers or things like that, and don't want to run short on it, but can't forget those things.
Maybe if we plan it for nothing.
Yeah,
Wishful thinking.
yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, moving to page 5. The council subscription and book stayed the same. The dues, meetings, and conferences went down based on, well, it's a 2,700 requested or recommended of 3,000, which kept it the same. Council president requested a 10% reduction. I asked it go down because we weren't near the, so I'd like to see if everybody's okay with the requested.
So what number is in the budget? The admin recommended?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So I would,
everybody okay with the requested? Because
yes.
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 the 2,700, so we'll reduce that by 300?
Yes.
All right, so the 125 stayed the same, right, sir?
125 stayed the same, yes.
Okay.
So we're making this 2,700 for a reduction. Roll call, Sue?
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes.
Council President DeSena.
Yes. Same thing for council miscellaneous. I brought it down by 10%, and plaques and trophies, I brought it down by 10% because I didn't, we didn't come close to using it. So everybody okay with that? I'll make the motion. I made the motion.
I would just like to say, I think my trophies line, you approved at 500. We usually go 50-50, so let's hope we have more people to honor and do more trophies. So
Yeah.
I would ask if you just leave that at yours for 500 also to match mine.
All right.
Council miscellaneous, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you to go back. You're
Yeah.
gonna go to
Council
90?
miscellaneous, go to 9. I make a motion to go to 90. Anybody else second that?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes.
Council President DeSena.
Yes. Trophies and plaques, I recommended 450. We only spent 420, which was one of the higher years. I know what the mayor's saying, we might be short $50, but the control is still going to have money in it, so I'd like to reduce it. I'd like to keep my motion. Anybody else second it?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes.
Council President DeSena.
Yes, that takes care of page 5. Moving to page 6. We have salary there.
Do you want to do the extra council meeting, sir, since it's just stayed the same?
Yeah, I was gonna go there. I
Okay.
was just getting rid of the 2 salaries, and then extra council meetings stayed the same at 1,500. And the office supplies stayed the same. Everybody okay with that on page 5, on page 6, excuse me?
Yes.
All right, moving to page 7. Asset inventory is the top item. It stayed 3,000. Did we not get the bill for 2025 yet? Is that why
it
it's
hasn't
there?
They're
been
doing it in
completed yet.
April. They're due.
Oh, they're always behind.
It's
That's
similar
why.
like to the audit.
Yeah, okay, so that stayed the same. Subscription and books, that's back. There was none last year. Every other year, a resident requests Title 40 book. So it's for the Title 40 book. I'm okay with that. Dues, meetings, and conferences went up by $25. The other ones, I think, pretty much stayed the same. The one went down. Advertisements and public notices went down. And code publication went up by 1,000.
And just, just to bring note that we did try to, bring the mileage stipend back up to 600 from the 550. I didn't want you to miss that.
Oh, yes. So that's line township clerk mileage stipend, 280. The request was 550, but the recommended was 600. Is everybody okay with that? Or do we want-
For which one?
For 280 mileage
No, I
stipend.
mean. do you-
120-280.
Yeah.
So the requested was 550, the admin recommended is 600.
So are we okay with the 550 or the 600?
The 600 is what's in the budget, so we've
Okay.
got to reduce it, make a motion to reduce
I
it.
make a motion to reduce to the requested.
Anybody second that?
The request is 550?
Yeah,
I'll second that.
so motion by Mr. Casio and seconded by Mr. Sears, roll call for 280.
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes.
Council President DeSena.
Yes. Copier stayed the same. Advertisements, public notices went down by 1,000. Training stayed the same. Did we not do any training last year or
I was able to,
get it done
yeah,
cheaply?
but in case, you know,
In case you need it, yep.
Yeah.
Code publication went up by $1,000, increase requested due to land use pamphlets and books.
Is that going to be enough,
it should be.
considering we transferred in?
Oh, that was to get a head start on this year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right,
okay.
and this-
That's what the transfer to 2025
Yeah, it
was?
was- yes. Otherwise, we would have asked for more money. So when we got to the end of the year, we had some money left over in some other lines with Mr. Ullman. So we did it so Sue could get a jump start on this year's.
And Sue, do you anticipate for the code books, did we do that already?
I'm
Do
sorry?
we, the code books, or did we
Right.
not do it yet? Because of the changes for land use, do we anticipate having to update them?
That's what, and this is for the council code book, and then the additional increase in the land use, we're going to get a book, same as the council gets, but it's just gonna have land use on it, so that the members will have that, instead of have to go through the whole code book. And that'll be updated, just like the council books will be updated. That's what that is, that extra money. We didn't have
It'd be
enough.
easy
last
if
year.
we had laptops, you get rid of the book and everything's digital.
And just back to training, I mean, I appreciate that you're able to secure some of that training at no cost. But if we're not, you know, if we're not spending it, should we appropriate for it?
I have a question on the training. The new people that were put on the zoning board, do they have to go to training?
But they go for a free training at the count.
It's free?
It's not free. No,
It's
I
not
think
free?
No, it's
They have
not.
to pay, they have to pay. I forget what Chester.
Yeah, and planning board too. They got to complete
Oh, I thought
training,
that
I
was-
think, within 18 months.
18 months, yeah.
Yeah, so all of those 4 people have to go for training, so.
But does that come out of your budget or does that come out of planning and zoning?
Because they're planning and zoning, but in case
Yeah.
they're running short, there's a way we have to do a transfer. It's a good place to take it from if I don't take it.
Yeah,
Okay. Everybody okay with that?
It's a thought.
Yes.
yes.
So where are we at?
Code publication, we were at training, I'm sorry, 1250, which was, we didn't spend any last year because Sue was able to get the training done.
Yes.
Economically but we're gonna leave that the same unless somebody wants to make a motion. Code went up $1,000 because of the increase due to the land use pamphlet books, and printing stayed the same. Everybody okay with that on the page?
Yes.
On page 8,
Mike,
yes.
excuse me, can I bring you back just a moment to page 2? I just noticed something when we spoke about the clerk's mileage stipend.
Yeah, we're gonna
that
change
the
that.
administrator.
I already made a note, you beat me to it. I was
Okay,
gonna-
all right.
It's in my book to reduce the
We didn't want the
administrative.
council to think we were trying to
Yeah,
pull
no,
a
the
fast one or
administrators
anything.
was different, so
Yeah.
I just made a note because I remember reading it.
Okay,
So I made a note to go back
All right.
and get to that page.
thank you. Yep.
On page 8, miscellaneous stayed the same. Election stipend went up by $50. Ballots stayed the same. Miscellaneous went up to $33,000. How comes to 2 elections in 2026? That estimated $1,500 at Bethany. So that's the Bethany
Yeah.
cost.
Yeah,
Well, let me jump in if I can for a sec. I've signed the agreement, they haven't countersigned it yet, but the way it is right now, they're holding last year's price at $1,200 instead of, we just put this in when we didn't know, when we were doing the budget.
So we could reduce that by $600 to $2,900.
I would ask, let's revisit that next meeting when I should have their,
So I'll
their countersign.
mark this as a tape, you know. that we're
Yeah.
not- Okay.
Yeah.
So the only thing on page 8 that we're not going to approve is the elections miscellaneous because it may be reduced on the ask and the recommended. Is everybody okay with that?
Flag that.
I flagged that.
Flag it.
All right. Page 9, the first one is a salary. Second one is a salary. Benefits coordinator is a salary. Office supplies stayed the same at the bottom of page 9. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Mhm.
Flipping to page 10. Payroll service went down by $1,000. Are we missing a bill there?
No, but, depending on how plentiful the summer camp rec trust is, I appropriate some of the expenses there because in the summer, we have a huge influx.
All because of all the part-time workers at
That's all
camp?
part-time workers, right? So I can't always count on it. So that's why we're asking for the 18,000, but we definitely don't think we need a 19,000.
All right, training stayed the same, miscellaneous expense stayed the same. Financial service fee went up. LVB, 24,000, Phoenix Advisors, $2,000.
Yeah, so council in their miscellaneous section does have the contract with LVB. So you can see the prices. The prices went up a little bit. And traditionally, we put the Phoenix cost into one of the older capital lines, but we don't have any of those older capital lines. So the Phoenix is, their fee is for the annual fee disclosures. So what they do every year is assure compliance with continued disclosing obligations for the life of the bonds. So that generally fluctuates, but it's generally around $2,000. This year, the bill was $2,300. So I spoke to the representative today, and we feel confident that the $2,000. So that's why the jump in price from the $22,500 to the $26,000.
Any other questions on 60120132200?
No, but can we go back up to the payroll services?
Sure. The ending in 320, Mr. Elm?
Yes. So, sorry, I'm just looking for the,
What did we transfer out of there?
We had extra money, so we did a transfer. The transfer resolutions are also in your miscellaneous
Yeah, I'm just,
section.
okay, I gotta look. Okay.
so it averages under 1,100 a month, between 1,100 and 1,200 a month. So if we have 12 months, it's 14,400. I guess, does that go up and down based on how many employees are associated with the?
There is. So this last year, the summer camp, we had a lot of kids. So we had a lot more, seasonal, or I should say summer camp counselors. So again, I was able to associate a couple $1,000 without looking at it. I'm just going to say through the top of my head, a couple $1,000 we were able to appropriate to the summer camp trust. But again, I do understand the council, wants to bring it to what they feel, but I have to have some room somewhere if, we need to, within the controls there. So I don't want to use the word deplete because it just sounds, irresponsible, but we used a good portion of the summer camp trust's surplus. So I'm not so sure I'm going to have that buffer this year with the summer camp. To pay
What did we
for.
use the summer camp surplus on?
Well, that's what I mean. So there was extra counselors that were hired and things like that. We pay for, if there's enough money in the surplus, we'll appropriate the cleaning of the bathrooms at Memorial Field. We'll use the recreation summer camp insurance policy out of there. We'll do the for Prime Point, which is the payroll services. Sometimes if there's damage to the field or overuse, like the kids like playing with the sprinklers for some reason, that repair will come out of there. It's all in the audit trail. I just have to go back if you
No, I understand.
want specifics. But those,
No, but I was just
Yeah.
making sure we are at a zero, we're not subsidizing.
no, we're not at zero, but I think we might be under 10,000 if I'd have to look at where
Okay.
we were.
Mr. Holman,
It's
would you like to make a
appropriate.
motion there for anything, or are you good?
Yeah, I would motion to make it 16,000.
Okay. I'll second that. Roll call?
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Oman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
No.
Council President DeSena.
Yes. Okay. Financial services fee, everybody okay with the explanation from Mr. DiCarlo on why it went up? Between the LVB increase and the Phoenix advisors being added to it? I have no objection to it. Anybody else have any objection to it?
Just one question, that unaudited annual financial statement.
Yes.
What reports, are at Lurch doing that our CFO should be doing? Are there any reports that our CFO can do?
I don't want to
Bring that
say
cost
no. I don't want to say no, but, you know, historically, that's where our financial advisors have done. So they do the AFS, they do the supplemental debt statement, they do the annual debt statement, they do the budget, the user-friendly budget. The CFO participates in completing the user-friendly budget. But again, I think it's also an outside component completing these and reviewing this information to make sure
Because
it's accurate.
I know in the past that the former CFO, Ms. Stowe, used to do some of those reports that our auditor is doing. So I don't know why that rule had changed over the years. Maybe, you know.
I wouldn't say it's a rule.
I didn't say
Roll, he said roll.
Oh, roll, I'm sorry.
roll.
I'm sorry, yeah. It's been consistent since I've been here, and I mean, the AFS, you saw it, it's a humongous document. Again, I think it puts an extra cog in the wheel to assure that different people are looking at this, and, you know, it's kind of like the concept of sorry, Mr. Holman, but, you know, the auditor isn't also our financial advisor, therefore, you know, our CFO that's making these entries and these bank transfers isn't the one that's preparing this report.
Well, you know, she used to do a number of reports. That was the CFO's role. So, and I know now that Lurch does some of those as well, and that saved us money, you know, on the back end. So,
Was our CFO full-time?
Yeah, I was just going to ask, do you recall that, Steve? Was Jackie full-time in that role?
was Jackie full-time in that role? I don't recall.
Yeah,
quite
I'm pretty
honestly.
sure she was, but
You know,
I-
whether it was a full-time role or a part-time role, it was the role of that position. So that's all I'm just saying, because, you know, yes, you put another cog in the wheel, but the cog costs money. That's the problem. And that's what we're trying to, you know, do, is try and save some of those possible redundant costs. So that's my only comment.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Page 11, audit services went up by,
you approve the financial services?
everybody okay with financial services, gentlemen and ladies?
Thank you.
Very good. Audit services went up by $1,050. Tax collector is a salary, so we'll skip that one for now. Office supplies stayed the same, and dues, meetings, and conferences stayed the same.
Can we reduce that by 100?
The dues, meetings, and conferences?
Yeah, 145, 250.
So you'd
Make
like
it
to make
1,200?
1,200?
I'll second that motion.
All right, Mr. Sears and Mr. Cassio, for reduction of $100.
Is this for the office or the person? It's for the office, but honestly, it's for the person. So, I mean, I say the office because it's one full-time member and one part-time member. The part-time member is not required to take any type of training for that position. And they don't she does not attend conferences and stuff. But this year, the tax collector is hoping to go to 2 conferences, one which is the tax collector conference in the spring, and the other which is the League of Municipalities. She was unable to go to the first conference last year. I think we asked for the same thing. I forget why it conflicted with something else, additional responsibility she had, but this year she'd be able to go.
Okay. Did we start the roll call yet on that?
No. Are you ready?
Roll call.
Councilman Cassio.
Yes.
Councilman Sears.
Yes.
Councilman Oman.
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez.
Yes.
Council President DeSena.
Yes, the only thing left on this page, everybody okay with the audit services going up by $1,050? It's a contracted amount.
It's contracted, yes.
It's contracted, right, Mr. Crowell?
Yes, yeah, I believe that you guys did appoint the auditor.
Correct.
Here. Yes,
So
sir.
that completes page 11. Moving to page 12. Excuse me, 12. Furniture and equipment, 6 stays the same. Training went up by $100, affordable housing training courses. Tax bills stayed the same. Miscellaneous stayed the same. And the bottom one is a salary. Everybody okay with those first items on page 12?
Yes,
Yes.
I am.
Okay.
Thank you.
Page 13, first one is office supplies stayed the same, dues, meetings, and conferences stayed the same, travel stayed the same, legal advertisements went down by $50, tax assessor assessed notifications mandated by state increase in postage went up by $200, and appraisal services stayed the same. Everybody okay with that?
I'm good with it.
Do we, what is the difference between those appraisal services
In the 100 appraisal services.
and the reassessment?
We can contract with.
No, so, okay.
Yeah, and I gave you a question.
So
Oh,
are the appraisals
10,000 we just spent.
regarding tax?
So the appraisal services under the tax assessor is for the appraisal from appraisal services associated with appeals, appraisal reports, and also the sale of township property. So far this year, we have requested 2 appraisals for township property with the anticipation and hope that we're going to sell it. So we've already spent $1,500 times 2 on those properties. So we've already spent $3,000.
Out of the 8,000.
Yeah. The difference with the reassessment,
Swinton was on?
I said.
No, properties that are joint other property owners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
These are the lots all over town.
Right, yeah.
Yes, it was a topic at one of our conference
Correct.
agendas, and Ms. Bailey presented on it. So the difference, and then obviously the reassessment is our contracted amount with ASI, and it'll be for the second year of the 5-year program.
Everybody okay with page 13, or Mr. Ullman, anything you'd like to say?
Can we, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Can we take those appraisal fees down? I know we spent 3 already, but in the past, we haven't really spent a lot of that monies. So,
I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off.
no, I'm just
Getting
saying.
my defense ready.
If you look at the history, we haven't spent a lot, but we spent 5 already, right?
No, we
That's
spent 3 already.
3.
Oh, 3, I'm sorry.
We spent 3,000, 5 remaining if we leave the budget the way it is.
And you're right, historically, we haven't, but with the reassessment the first year, we're anticipating that there may be, appeals. So that's why we definitely wanted it to fund it. We didn't ask for an increase, but we felt keeping it the same was reasonable, we hope.
I'll make a motion, to take it down 1,000.
So you want to make it 7,000?
Mhm.
Anybody second that?
With the appraisals, though, that's a good point. People, some people are looking to definitely appeal it.
This is an appeal, so no.
Is this the appraisals on our properties that were?
Yeah, this is not for
Yeah, it's
appeals.
not for
appeals.
Appeals is in,
Yeah, but Mr.
So we would
no,
be safe
appeals
to,
is in the
Appeals is
legal
somewhere else.
department.
that we
Appeals
should
is
be
in
able
the-
to drop it 1,000.
No.
Do you mind if I just
Can you
clarify?
clarify, please?
So the the appraisals that are in the Department of Law is to support litigation for Miss Bailey.
For tax appeals.
This appraisal is the line that our tax assessor, so our tax assessor represents the town in the appeals for taxes, right? It's not litigate, well, I guess it's kind of litigation, but.
It's always come out of the legal
Right,
department.
I reviewed her. So this one would be for the tax assessor, because I specifically asked her, who represents us in tax appeals? And she goes, I do, tax assessor.
Before it becomes a legal matter.
Right.
So it is for.
And we've already spent 3,000 of it, so.
So it is for the appeals of the appraisals, correct?
Yes.
So can I ask, is she, excuse me, is the assessor comfortable with this based on her experience in her other towns
Yes, sir.
coming out of a reassessment?
Yes, sir.
July, so you've made a motion, Mr. Casio. Does anybody second that motion to reduce it by 1,000?
Well,
No,
he wanted 1,000, drop it 1,000.
Casio wanted 1,000.
I second it.
Let's go through it.
Before you vote, the reason why we had 10,000 in there in 2022 is because the shopping center was a big appraisal, right? That's why that one was there. And I think that's what really generated that huge number going across the board. Again, just going on, historical, figures and facts, that's why that grew to 10 grand. So again, we can save a couple of dollars on for it, but it's up to you. So I'm still with 1,000.
You made a motion for reducing 1,000. Mr. Sears, you seconded that?
Yes.
Roll call. We're reducing it $1,000 to $7,000.
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
No.
Councilwoman Velez,
no,
Council President,
Page 14, tax map revision stayed the same. Reassessment program, per agreement with ASI the second year, so it's $60,000. Department of Law salary, that's a salary which we'll discuss. Everybody okay with the contractual amount for ASI and the tax map revisions?
Yeah.
Can I ask about the tax map revisions? With the reassessment, with the reexamination
Yep.
of the master plan, we have changed zones or introduced new zones into the township. And I believe one of the first things that Mr. Burgess indicated is that the tax maps had to be revised. I guess my question is, that go here? Does it go as part of the planning board? And is it part of Mr. Azalina's fee? If he does it, do we know?
I don't know, sir. I apologize.
Well, the zoning map would have to be redone, the zoning
Yes.
map, yeah, that's what you're saying, yeah, not the physical tax map, the zoning map, showing all the different zones of all the,
Yes. But also we're also changing,
no, the tax map wouldn't change, other than if there's a new subdivision, the tax map would change. But the only thing that would change based on that is the zoning map.
sorry, you're right. Okay.
So everybody okay with those two items on that page, on page 14?
Yes.
yes,
Salary is going to be withheld to the end. Department of Law Consulting Non-Legal stayed the same, stayed the same, excuse me.
What about other legal services?
My apologies.
We're skipping,
We're just skipping the salary. You're right, Mr. Ullman. I didn't see the corresponding headers on the following page. So other legal services stayed the same, 50,000 in 2025, 50,000 in 2026. PBA contract negotiations, fair share housing, Verizon tax appeal. Everybody okay with
That's
that?
what's known, obviously.
so,
Do we know what the Verizon tax appeal is, Mr. DePaolo?
I'd prefer if it was okay with you if we, had Mrs.
Bailey speak.
Bailey speak on it. Yeah, she's given you guys an update before, but
Oh, is this in
yeah,
reference?
I don't feel comfortable.
Is this in reference to the tower?
No.
More for the phone calls, I think, that now they're going to be tax exempt.
It sounds like, yeah. I don't know what to say and what not to say in open,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Can we put that on, for next meeting, for the March 9th meeting? The Verizon tax appeal?
don't we have a
Reserve?
no.
Okay.
Don't we have a legal? Come on.
litigation?
What's, Weiss?
Ray West, he's our labor attorney.
Yes, that's what don't we have a labor attorney?
Yes, he comes out of this as well.
He comes out of this line?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when we say PBA contract, that's not for,
That's for Ray West.
That's for Ray West.
for- not, okay.
Everybody okay with that line?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Right?
156, 290, why did it go up so much? Special master fees at the bottom,
No, that's the control item, Mr. It's
that's the
4,000.
control?
Yeah, it's still 4,000.
Oh, I see it, I'm
So
sorry.
going down, Department of Law Consulting, non-legal is 1,000, stayed the same. We didn't spend any last year. Co-op planner fees went down by 4,500 from last year. And master fees stayed at 4,000. Everybody okay with that? Yes?
Yes.
Mr. Allman, do you have any questions on that, or?
No, I just am wondering, should we revisit the other legal services?
Would you like to make a motion to reduce it or do something?
Not at this time.
Thank you.
We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it.
Well, let's find out what the Verizon tax appeal is and we'll go from there.
All right.
Mike, just kind of a joke. Why did you assume he would look to decrease instead of increasing?
I guess you are right.
Just kidding.
Moving on to page 16.
Hell hasn't frozen.
16 is tax appeal appraisers, stayed the same.
You sure that's gonna be enough?
That's what they requested and recommended. Salaries and wages is going to be tabled. General engineering stayed the same from last year. And stormwater management engineering fees went down $3,000. Everybody okay with those?
Yep.
So back up to tax appeals.
Yep. Tax appeals appraisers, yep. 10,000 was requested, 10,000 was recommended.
So I think we just established that if they appeal their assessment, it would be part of the tax assessor's office. So what are the,
This is this, I'm sorry, go ahead. You can-
no, go ahead.
It's to support Miss Bailey in litigation, if there's actual litigation.
It's to
And she
support
needs
Ms.
to
Holbig
appraise.
in litigation.
Sorry, sir?
It's to support Ms. Holbig in litigation.
No, this line would be to support Miss Bailey, because it's under the
Oh,
department.
yeah, but I'm saying, after it gets through Ms. Holbig, then it would
Yes.
go to Ms.
Right.
Bailey is what I'm saying.
Yes, I wish I
I'm sorry.
could come up with a really good example. But, of course, I did review these Department of Law lines with Miss Bailey, and she feels that is an appropriate amount.
I mean, I could see presenting a budget with less next year, but this year, because of the reassessment, I think it's wise to leave it at that amount this year.
And then just engineering,
Yes, so please, I'm not asking for any additional increase in the line. However, please know that, the Beckmeyer Engineering requested an increase from 3,800 to 4,000. And the 4,000 is still less than what we were paying our previous contracted engineer several years ago.
so aside from the monthly, wouldn't any other expenses be charged back to my mind is like,
Escrow account?
yes.
Well, if they're dealing with the residents.
Yeah, this is for more town and.
Right, so.
Is
right
that
now-
part of the monthly retainer if it's
Right.
dealing with town?
Well, it depends. So, in his proposal, he outlines what's included in the retainer, and it's a lot. I ask you to take my word. Beyond that, I can prove it to you. The amount of work we get from our retainer from Beckmeyer Engineering is above, and it's excellent. So 48,000 out of 61 is immediately to the 12 months of retainer. The additional is for engineering outside of that. So, off the top of my head, we contract with Beckmeyer Engineering to do the yearly inspection of the Prospect Place alarms and all of their backflow alarm systems on the 5 different properties there in the cul-de-sac. We also have phase 2 of our watershed improvement plan that has to be done, as well as other unknown engineering. Engineering's the backbone of what we do here. Pretty much entails everything. So, that extra is, in addition to what I just mentioned, is for unknown engineering stuff for the town.
And looks like Boswell and Azalina also are paid out of
Yes,
this?
so at the beginning of the year, so we don't have a mishap of not having an open purchase order. But, when the zoning board or the planning board, they don't really have engineering budget account lines, so I take that out of here as well. Thank you for reminding me of that. So we start a PO for like $1,000 for Boswell and for Paul Azalina for what we may need as the town, and then what the planning boards may need done throughout the year from them as well. That's outside the escrow and or residential project module. So this isn't just for Beckmeyer.
I'm okay with this. It's not egregious. It's very fair. Haven't been in this role for many years. It's not. It's. Thank you, Mr. Beckmeyer.
Yes, thank you.
Moving on to page 17.
Are you guys good? I'm sorry, sir, I don't mean to interrupt you, but stormwater management.
Oh, stormwater, I'm sorry, it's getting caught on
It's
the
a
bottom.
reduction.
It's a reduction from 19,000 to 16,000. Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
All right, so
Mike, just going back to 16 for, page 16 for 210, right? That's where it says law, tax
Appraisers.
appeals, and appraisers.
Yep,
That's going to the, getting the appraisals, or is that for the actual?
that's for her to represent in litigation.
No, I'm sorry, it's for the cost for appraisers or their reports, or maybe their appearance in court. So we do not pay Miss Bailey out of this line. Miss Bailey, if she represents us in litigation, will be out of the all others. What did we call it?
Where is that one?
That
Page
is,
before.
that's the one that we asked you to fund the 50,000. So that's 155,260.
Top of page
Top of page
15. Yeah, this is if the appraiser has to show up in court and he has a fee or she has a fee. They comes out of that line. I remember we had Mr. Pollard one year, had a lot of them. We had to pay, I forget what his name was. He was, whatever his name was, he showed up.
Moody,
Yeah, was it
Moody or?
Maroney or something?
Moody, Sarasate?
No, it wasn't Murray, no.
McNerney.
What's that? McInerney,
Yeah,
Mr. McInerney, yeah, from
Yeah.
Glen Rock, yep.
That's who just did our 2 appraisals.
Yeah, Mr. McInerney, yeah. Everybody okay with that page?
Yes, I am.
All right, everybody okay with stormwater management engineering fees at the bottom of page 16? Which it's caught in between the page there, so it finishes on, but it's a $3,000 reduction from 2025. Going on page 17, the first one is a salary. The next one is a salary. Employee holiday party stayed the same. Holiday decoration stayed the same. And social media stayed the same. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You're good?
I would like to motion to reduce the holiday party to 5,000.
You want to cut it in half?
Yes.
Anybody second it? Hearing no one, it stays. So that stays the same. Holiday decoration stays the same, and social media stays the same, and then website continues on to page 18, which stayed the same also.
Are they the same, is social media and website the same firm?
The same web?
The same firm?
No,
No,
two different people.
okay. And we're not doing directors as part of this?
No, we left directors as salaries.
Okay,
We didn't do any directors yet
okay.
because there is an increase, so I wanted to leave it as salaries because we said salaries and wages we weren't going to do. Going to page 18, public affairs, printing stayed the same.
Mike, one question.
Yes.
What's the 500 for extra project hours?
So oftentimes, our contractor for that position, our website designer, will work on an extraordinary amount of additional things than what she's responsible for. And
He needs to be.
she
done, Mr.
invoices
DeCarlo.
Can't hear you
those
down here,
hours.
Mark.
So I could provide the invoice, I just don't have it in front of me, but, there's, above and beyond projects that she will work on, and it's billable at $25 an hour.
And what's Final Web?
Final Web is our, what?
Isn't that how we get our emails off the website? or-
Yes, yeah, it's a $400 fee, and it's been like that for the last several years.
Is that the backup thing that searches for you or?
No, it's Archive Social. This
Oh, that's
this is
Archive
what- This
Social.
is,
If you look, Mike, when you get an email off the website, it says from Final Web.
Yeah.
So I think it handles that email.
Contact us. It's the contact us page.
Yeah,
where
right,
the
correct.
Residents
Yeah,
contact instead of
Okay.
doing it directly.
Gotcha. So really, the website designer is getting $7,100, or the 500 is only as needed.
No, the $6,600 for the website designer, $400 for the Final Web, and then if there's extra projects that, I will approve.
But the website designer and the extra project hours is the same person, right?
Yes, if those extra hours were approved, it would be the same person, yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to make a motion to reduce that line item by 500 to 7,000.
I can't see anything used on that, so I'm going to agree with you on that.
You're seconding it, Mr. Sears?
Yes.
So Mr. Cassio's made a motion to reduce it by 500, and Mr. Sears seconded to reduce it by 500. Roll call?
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears.
Yes.
Councilman Oman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
No, this person does way too much.
But this is
Well, then let's.
extra
wait.
project hours.
Yeah, and there's way more than $500 of extra project hours. So, I mean, if you want to see the invoices, as Mr. DeCarlo said, then I would request we put it aside, but these individuals work way beyond $500.
Well, who is this person that's getting the extra 500?
I don't know if we should discuss that without licensing.
Okay.
We'll discuss it in closed.
I think that's a great idea, if the council is willing to entertain that, to get you in.
Well, we got to finish, we have a vote going on, so we got to finish.
Oh, I'm sorry. Again,
We could
this
always
is-
make another vote. We could always make a
Revisit.
motion to revisit it later.
This is our communication with the public.
Yeah.
I would hate to see it, reduced just for that.
and the last one is Council President DeSena.
No. Public affairs printing stayed the same. Archive social went up. Is that a contractual amount,
It goes
Mr.?
up every year, yes.
Is that a contractual amount, Mr.?
I'm sorry, sir. What happened with the website designer? What did it go to?
It went down
It went down, but
500.
you're going to revisit later on if you're going to.
Oh, is it tabled or?
No, we had the roll call was going, so it was 3-2.
Okay.
3-2.
But we can revisit.
And what
You
was-
can make a motion later on
Yeah,
to increase
no, I
it.
plan to make a motion to revisit.
No, we're good, printing.
Printing was okay, it stayed the same. Archive social went up.
That's an exact amount.
That's the exact amount?
Yeah.
Okay. Calendar went up $100.
You get just their cost of inflation over the year. These are well-sought calendars. We only, print off 500 of them. And when they're, we're getting the public asking us all the time when they're coming in. And then it's a continuous train of residents coming in for these calendars.
Yeah, I think, have we gone through them all already this year? Or
Oh,
just
yeah,
about?
they've been gone for 2 weeks.
Right.
Okay.
Do they, do we do any fundraising? Not fundraising, but do we
We saw ads.
Sponsorship.
sponsorships for these?
I think we stopped a couple years ago.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
no more ads in it?
No, we went down from like sending out 3,500 to 500.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. When we polled the people, or the companies, they didn't want to sponsor because we weren't doing the whole town mailing, and so it reduced the number of people seeing it.
Okay.
Okay, so, but we don't collect anything?
Correct, right,
Okay.
So there's no ads in it any longer?
correct.
And the printing, do you know what that supported? Because we were doing it and now we didn't last year.
What do you mean?
We didn't do any
Oh,
printing
print-
last year.
sorry, okay. I can't think of a good example off the top of my head. I mean, Ms. Velez, are you able to, your,
We didn't do
history
any
of
printing
dealing with
last
this
year in
line.
2025. We had $0 in printing.
did we use it maybe for a banner, printing line?
For public affairs, I mean, we have the big banner that broke, that
Yeah.
needs to be reprinted. It was during one of those windstorms. So I would ask that we keep it so we can reprint. And now with the 250th, we're gonna need printing too.
And the archive social, that is that's the tool that we use for, that Sue would use to look at social media and respond to Oprahs.
That's a contractual amount too, right, Mr. DeCarlo, you said?
Yes.
Exactly.
To the exact amount,
Exactly.
right?
And all of our, all of the towns' web pages are on that?
The social media pages, yes, yes.
Okay. Everybody okay with the calendar, the archive social, and the printing?
Yes.
Videotaping stayed the same. Television expense stayed the same. Moving to page 19, the first one is a salary.
You're approving those two?
Nobody said,
Oh, okay, just wanted to make sure.
I just,
It's your fault.
They're not-
I shouldn't have asked.
You've done it like 5 times.
they're not requesting,
My buddy.
okay.
that was the request, Mr. Holman, the 8,000 and the 9,000 from, I would think, WCTV.
Okay.
Is that a correct statement, Mr. DeCarlo?
I'm sorry, I was,
The videotaping of the council
no,
meetings and
that's,
the television, that's what they request.
that's Ricky, yeah.
Moving on to page 19, the first one is the salary. Secretary meeting fees went up by $600, an increase of $25 per meeting for consistency.
Consistency with what?
If we look at,
And Mark will get into detail, but basically, other departments that have meeting fees, they were different rates for different people for meeting fees.
right, so the last couple of years, no offense to the township clerk, has been $150 per meeting when it exceeds the 22 meetings. So we were looking to try and have consistency for the assistant in the clerk's office when they run a meeting or participate in an election that's coming up. So that's, that was $125. I think you guys did approve on the election page to go up to 150. And then the Board of Health, eventually we're gonna, when we get down to that page, ask for the meeting fee to go from 125 to 150.
But even if we increase it at the old budget, you still have plenty of money in there, it looks like.
Yeah, we have to budget for the max number of meetings, but we
Yeah.
seldom use them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I didn't want to budget on a gamble, but like you said, most likely some of these meetings are going to be canceled and we won't need it, but I do respectfully ask that you budget based on what we may need. If you approve, which I hope you do for the 25. It's been that way at least since I've been here, that we haven't asked for an increase.
Everybody okay with that? Mr. DeCarlos? Mr. Holman?
No, that's fine.
Planning board office supplies went up $150, and planning department dues, meetings, and conferences went up $425.
Can we make it $2,000? I mean, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and there's no way they came close.
That's the motion you want to make, Mr. Sears?
Yes, make it $2,000.
So you want to reduce it $825?
Yes.
Anybody second that?
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Councilman Casio?
Yes.
Councilman Sears?
Yes.
Councilman Oman?
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez?
Yes.
Council President DeSena?
Yes. Moving down to legal services, went up $200 from last year, and legal advertisement went down $200.
So the attorney fee for the planning board attorney has been $250 since 2017. We're requesting that it be increased to $300 a meeting, 24 meetings. So that's what brings up to $7,200. And then when you get to the zoning board attorney, we've
Same
asked
thing.
for the same thing,
Okay.
$50 increase.
Everybody okay with those last two items on page 19?
Who sets the price? Who sets the fee? The planning board or the administration?
So in preparation for this, the planning board assistant, Ms. Kalish, inquired with both boards' chairman after request from the attorneys to increase, and then they both approved it. And then it was discussed with the mayor, and that's the path it took.
Michael, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think when we appoint the attorney to the planning board, he puts his rates in,
In his proposal.
yeah, his at least requested rates.
That's correct.
So the 300 is his requested rate?
I gotta start requesting things.
Everybody okay with those last two items on 19?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Casio, Mr. Allen?
No, but we'll lose anyway, so.
Moving on to page 20. Planning Department Board Consulting Non-Legal, $1,500 last year, $1,500 this year, and training, $400 last year, $400 this year. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, where is, should probably know this, but where is Mr. Burgess?
Well, depending, Mr. Burgess would be under COA, Department of Law.
So he doesn't charge the planning board directly?
No.
He could. I'd have to look at that line to see what that $255 was.
Yeah,
Well, no,
What you're probably referring to, Mike, like is for the master plan
The
or,
master plan?
isn't that this
Yeah, there-
86 from last year? that-
Yes, so
or from 2
the
years
master
ago?
plan is funded in
That's why I had that
2024.
spike.
My apologies. Mr. Mayor, what page you on?
Top of page 20.
Top of page 20, 2024, we paid $86,350 because that was Mr. Burgess's master plan reevaluation fee that we processed that year. That was the new master plan we did.
Just so everyone, it's not complete yet.
No, it's not
Yeah,
complete,
okay.
but
I believe it was supposed to be.
Well, fair share housing,
Affordable
but I'm
housing
up
got
there.
away.
Oh, I mean, I understand that. We don't anticipate additional bills as it relates to that, do we?
For the
Or,
master
Better
plan,
not.
no, that was a contractual amount.
okay. All right.
everybody okay with those two? Moving down, zoning office clerk is a salary, we'll hold off on that one. Zoning officer is a salary, enforcement official is a salary. Meeting fees, for consistency on the bottom of page 20, it went up $25 a meeting to $1,800 total from $1,700 last year. Is everybody okay with that?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm fine.
All right, moving on to page 21. Zoning office, other office supplies stayed the same. Dues, meetings, and conferences stayed the same, but we never spent it. So,
Want to take it down 300?
Dues, zoning officer meeting dues,
How many zoning board meetings are there? 12?
Yeah, that'd be.
I would say 300 would be easy.
That sounds like it.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to take 250 down for 300 to 4,000 even.
so you want to reduce it by $300?
Yes, please.
Anybody second that motion?
I'll second.
Roll call?
Councilman Casio,
Yes.
Councilman Sears,
Yes.
Councilman Ullman,
Yes.
Councilwoman Velez,
Yes,
Council President DeSena.
Yes. Zoning office board legal services went down from 25,500 to 18,000. Attorney fee raised from 250 to 300. 12 meetings, litigation estimated at 15,000. So a total of $18,000. Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
As a side note, there are in the miscellaneous documents, if you haven't seen it, we gave you a breakdown of to-date expense on the two litigations.
For
that came
CF
out
Roan
of
and all
zone.
that.
Yeah, CF Roan, 660 Pascack Road, just so you had it. But obviously, the one, we are not anticipating much more of anything as far as attorney expense. And then the CF Roan is still continuing.
Can you do me a favor, Mr. DiCarlo?
Yeah.
Can we ask Mr. Lamatina for a quick summation, summarization of everything that he emailed us last week to the mayor and I, that was emailed to us to the rest of the council?
Yeah, those were the brief, the counter brief.
The counter, yeah, it's
I've seen it from-
hundreds of pages of garbage to me because I just want to, I kind of went through it and perused what I thought I needed to read, but I want to make sure I didn't miss anything.
You would like during the council meeting, right? Like a closed session?
Yeah, he
Okay.
doesn't have to come in. We could do it through, even if he just gives us a summary that we could just discuss it amongst the councils, so the
Okay.
council's aware of what's going on.
Okay.
And you want that in closed session next meeting?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll see if he's available.
Mr. DiCarlo,
Yes, sir.
the zoning office dues, meetings, and conferences has recording 100 each
Yes.
for zoning and planning.
No, which meeting's usually longer? Did I put $100?
Well, I guess,
You're good at picking up my mistakes.
and the conference, like, is this one person, like the planning board is,
Yeah, so it's the same person that does the recording for the council, but there's different prices, and it's usually based on what the expected length of the meeting is. But nothing changed in his price.
so are they, but are we double counting any of their conferences or
No,
anything?
no.
Is everybody okay with legal services?
What's the recording for?
Of the meeting.
Oh, okay.
I think the recording for zoning office or zoning meeting is 200. Planning is 100. So even though there's 12 zoning, to be 12, 2,400, that's accounting for that amount.
Okay, thank you.
Legal advertisements went down $200 and training stayed the same at $400. Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, fine.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes.
Moving to page 22.
Oh,
Oh,
is there, do we anticipate additional legal advertising for the planning board with the
Well, if
master plan?
it now goes on our website, we don't have to advertise in the papers.
Come Mark, is it effective now, Sue?
Starting
March 1st.
March 1st.
Yeah, March 1st.
Yeah.
So that, our plan was, just because it's new to the residents, the mayor wanted to keep it simultaneous,
Yeah, you may recall, I think I said, I asked the departments to leave half a year's worth in because we're working with Laura at the library to educate the residents more in her next library newsletter about this change.
well, we're going to put it on our website. We have a tab there now.
Yeah, well, there's a public notice tab, and then there's a link that goes right to the state, and the state just yesterday sent us all our link to go in, so we are now linked to the state.
Okay.
So everything will go, anybody can go either which way, crisscross either way.
Moving on to page 22, UCC official is a salary, so we'll table that.
Sir, if I
Yes.
can just interrupt you, just to remind the council in the miscellaneous section, you have the 2025 UCC report that showed its income and expenses. Just so everyone remembers.
So we'll have to look at that, okay. So everything on page 22 is the salary, right? So
Yeah.
I'll have to wait on that. Page 23 is building department special projects. It was reduced from 5,000 to 3,077. It's the Gorga Place stipend for permit review at 96.15 each.
Do you mind if I interrupt you?
Yeah.
So just so the council knows, last year I asked for 5,000. That was to fund that special project of us going through all the old escrow module projects. This year I'm funding it for the remaining portion of the stipends for the inspectors for Gorga and Franklin Court. And if you remember last year, it was something the council approved during the salary ordinance. So we didn't fund it during the budget. So come the end of the year, I had to ask you guys and girls for transfer. So rather than do that or put it in the salary line, the council knows what it's specifically going for, and it's exact to that $3,077.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah, and that project from last year is complete now?
No. So the way we wrote the salary ordinance was the inspectors are the code officials, so it's like the same person. So the first part of their stipend was to be received after the plan reviews. And then the second part of the stipend will be received once they finalize the inspections. So Gorga's tending to be sporadic, where Franklin was 44 units. And as you drive by, you can tell the building has really made some progress. So there's the belief that the final inspections will be sometime in 26 for Franklin Court. And then we did not pay out any stipends for Gorga Place because nothing has been, built there yet.
But wasn't there a special project in the building department outside of that?
Yes. So last year when we created this line, that was so we could go through all those 2,300 escrow modules.
Yes.
So we funded it with 5,000, but we spent very little of it. So this year,
But is that complete?
essentially, yes. Yes and no. Yes, it's complete where I don't think it's going to cost us any more additional hours. No, it's not complete. We still have stuff to do, but we'll be able to do it through the normal course of business.
Okay, thank you.
So everybody okay with the 3,077?
Yeah.
All right, the next lines are all salary.
Do you want to do CCO inspection?
Yep, so
Okay.
CCO inspections stayed the same at $10,000. Everybody okay with that? That's these are all self-funded lines anyway. right,
Yes,
Mr.
the
DeCarlo?
CCO is
Yep.
self-funded, yeah.
Office supplies stayed the same. Everybody okay with that? The other line item is the mileage stipend, stayed the same. And furniture and equipment stayed the same. Everybody okay with that?
Yep.
Moving to page 24. Training, 300 was last year, 300 this year. Printing was the same. Miscellaneous stayed the same. And software, we're all AI software yearly price plan review, 5,000. This is something new, Mr. DeCarlo, right?
It is, sir, and there's, in the miscellaneous section, I can't even try and recreate what we offered you, but essentially it's a new AI software. It is not a one-time purchase. If you approved it, we would come to you again next year for another 5,000. So it's $5,000 a year. It was explained to me by Mr. McCoy, our UCC official, that it will improve in accuracy and determining fees associated with permits.
Do we have the right scanning software and everything we need in order for it to work correctly?
I believe so,
And
but I don't want to commit to that answer. I mean, like I said, the supporting documents are in the back. It's not too lengthy, but it's not 2-3 sentences either. So, you know, he gives some justification in the document for it. So, but again, it will be something we'll come asking for every year. It's not a one-time purchase.
So is this software gonna
Make us more money, or, I'm sorry,
it's gonna make us money?
that's what yes, that, you know, again, I don't want to make the promise, but that's the desire and the hope.
How much money were you losing by not having it?
I don't know.
We should give it a shot, see what it looks like.
It's a $5,000 every year fee
Yes, sir.
going forward.
Yes, sir.
How much it would, we don't know if it's gonna generate more than
I mean,
$5,000.
Let me see if I can get the,
I mean, first I'm hearing it, so. Would that be now in capital?
No.
Pay for itself, it has to generate $10,000 more
Right.
than we're doing now. And I can't even fathom that we're losing that much money by doing it the old fashioned way.
can you find it? Can you find it, Mr. Long?
Oh, I gotta go.
Saved by the bell.
Can you take me with you?
It's,
I put mine in
Makes
order of how we were going to
It
discuss
does, I
it.
mean, I just don't understand.
it's after
Hey, I
Mr.
saw-
Benino's
My assignment's going over at 8:30.
letter.
No scoop, no.
I mean, if the council hasn't had an opportunity to read it, I would respectfully ask you maybe to table it.
Let's table it. I'm gonna asterisk that one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put an asterisk by it to table it.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Uniform Construction Code SDL, 5 SDL licenses required at $1,500 a year. 5 licenses required $1,500 a year, cloud hosting fee for $12,110. Is that a contractual number, Mr. DeCarlo?
Yes, it is.
So that's the actual bill, the $12,110.
Yes, sir.
Everybody okay with that?
Yes.
I don't remember
Good.
ever hearing that.
Liability insurance, 000-270-011. It's the actual amount. That's the invoice we got.
Yes, sir.
Everybody okay with that? Moving down on page 25, workman's compensation insurance, 263-106, which is the actual amount. Health benefits went down by $260,000. New high deductible plan, lower premiums. Everybody okay with that?
Well, it's in conjunction with 2 lines down.
And you got the difference card, you gotta add that back in.
So it's
Yeah.
coming back, okay. It's just, we're moving it around.
Right, so we're actually required to have a separate line for the health benefit waiver. So that's why I created that new line. It is 220,003.
So how is the difference card working then? Because the high deductible plan, you're required to pay the first $10,800. So are we putting that $10,800 in for every employee?
No, so if you don't mind me start, so you have this in your books as well, in the miscellaneous documents for the proposal for the difference card. So I think it was October, council's good, passed the resolution. We got the agreements changed with the 2 bargaining units, the police and the Teamsters. And we moved to the high deductible plan. So not only did it save us money, if we didn't do that, the plan we were on, the 2035 plan that we went to the previous year that saved us a lot of money, would have went up 55%. So we not only saved money by going to this plan, but we saved that potential increase of $322,000. Then there's the difference card monthly fee. The difference card is a third-party administrator. It facilitates all the reimbursement. We wouldn't be able to do this without the difference card. So we pay the difference card. Then we have the health benefits, the employee claims. The previous year was very low at 30 because we were expecting about $95,000 in claims. We hit about 100, a little over 100. So now, because there's more claims being paid, out of pocket, because the deductible is higher, that's why the claims is so much more. And then the health benefit waiver, as I explained, I had just recently learned that that's supposed to be its own account line. So if you add all this together, it's still lower than the amount we asked for in 2025, plus didn't go up $322,000. So I think.
Yeah, but where's that savings that we talked about in the opening letters? There's no savings.
What do you mean there's no savings? If we didn't go to the high deductible, the plan we were on, if we did nothing, was going to go up $322,000. So not only did it not go up by $322,000, it's an overall reduction by, I think, about $10,000 if compared to what we asked for last year.
790.
So
It's almost 840,000. It went up almost 40. Oh, based on the 790 amount. Yeah.
So when I look at the supplement, the
Yes,
miscellaneous,
yes.
like I see a number of 870,589. And a difference card claim of 240,183. So is the 240,183, does that basically equate to the 250,000?
Yes, I increased a little bit because remember, these were numbers that were given to us in October. I wanted a buffer. That's the honest
And
truth.
the 870,
Mhm.
what does that compare to? Because I
So
see
that's the cost of the health plan,
just 540.
right, plus the difference card, plus, let me see here.
The health benefit waiver.
Yeah. So actually, let me see how I can explain it, because I have more pages than you.
Mark, can you tell us how much out-of-pocket expense the employees have paid last year?
It
Is
would
there a
be,
number?
it would be in the audit trail. I don't know off the top of my head, but you'll see every month we're making the payment, and then we're depositing money into the health account from their contributions. So their contributions don't change. It's
Are we
based
still,
based on Chapter 78.
are the employees are still using Chapter 78 for their
Absolutely,
contributions?
yes, yeah. So they're, they benefited because.
It didn't go up
premium-
55%.
Right, so it didn't go up 55%, but also the premium is less expensive. So the employee has an appropriate benefit of paying the Chapter 78 contributions based on their salary, based on how much the premium is.
But what I'm getting lost in, I've read what you did.
Mhm.
The high deductible plan puts you in a $10,800 per year maximum out of pocket before you go to the 20% coinsurance.
Mhm.
Is that being paid fully by the difference card at our expense of the 250?
No.
Is that what's coming out of the
So
250?
we don't actually budget for the worst case scenario. It was explained to me for all, I think there's 35 members that are taking the health benefits. For that to happen, there would have to be like a worldwide catastrophe, right? Not beyond COVID, right? For us to be exposed to the total out of pocket, right? I don't think it's 10,800. I think it's
No, it's definitely 10,800.
yeah, but the resolution, it was 10,400.
Oh, okay.
But I have to look at the resolution. I think we had for the 12,000. I gotta look.
But I guess my question is that the difference card is paying that deductible.
No, the town's paying the out-of-pocket, right? So the claims went up from last year because there's more in claims because there's a higher out-of-pocket for it. So when, under the old plan, you would go to the doctor's office and there would be a charge and there would be a copay. Now there's no copay. It's just totally out of pocket. So if we didn't have the difference card, the member would have to, if the office visit costs $250, there's not a copay. And
It's
then whatever the insurance, it's $250.
Correct.
But we can't have the employee do that because we had to provide a better than. The state came along and said it's not equal to or better than, like in your contract. It has to be better than. But we can't have a health reimbursement account. That's what we provide without a third-party administrator. So without the difference card, we wouldn't be able to do that. So now what happens is they have the card, which has money funded on it. I forget the amount on it.
But the town is funding the money on the card,
Yes.
not the employee.
No, the town is, yes.
Oh, okay.
So, but the benefit to the town is we're saving, the hundreds of thousands of dollars on the cost of the premium and negating having to increase based on the cost of healthcare going up.
So
So there really there is. Okay, I understand.
Confusion.
Yeah,
So just
so Shelby.
getting back to the question, the 240 difference card is 250 because we have a better number, or
Yes.
where do we get the 870? Because it's difference card claim is the 240. Revised fixed cost is carrier plus difference card. So that's 540 plus 22 is 562.
Plus the 250.
No, the 250 we just,
250 is part, they get the 250. Each employee is getting money put into their difference card by us.
no, I understand. So, but if you look at the schedule in the back, there are separate lines. So the revised cost is 870 plus 240 is the 1,110,000. So that's, the 1,110,000 is what it should cost us. That's the carrier plus difference card administration plus the difference card claims. Those three numbers are 540,
What
23.
page are you on, Mike? Miscellaneous?
If you go to miscellaneous, all the way in the back,
Yep,
and then about halfway through.
I see it, I see renewal savings summary.
So there's, we potentially, if we hadn't done anything, I think what,
If we hadn't done anything.
it would be
price would have-
1,433,000.
Yes,
Yes,
That would be the cost to the township.
yes.
So by going to this plan, we now have a new fixed cost, which is the carrier and difference card.
Yep.
And according to the budget, the carriers is 540 and the difference card fee is 23.
Yes, so just remember when this was a proposal based in October, so things have changed for us with retirements, right? So when I budgeted on specifics. I budgeted on what it was at the time of the new year. So we had 12 members that are single, so I accounted for what the single premium is, right? I had 8 married, 10 family, and 2 parent and child. Right, so but then I had to account for some changes that may come that we don't know. Someone gets married or someone has a child. So in other words, the numbers you're looking at are higher than what we actually budgeted. So if say one of your concerns is a mistake and we didn't budget enough, no, I feel confident in the numbers that I'm asking for.
I know, but what we're saying then is this net savings is closer to $500,000 based on these numbers.
Well, it could, again, it's based on
it's not really a savings, we changed the whole entire plan.
Well, I'm not going to let you get away without saying it's a savings. If we didn't do what we did, I would have been coming to you for another $322,000.
Absolutely, yeah, but
By doing that, we're still asking for less money than we asked for in 2025. I'd have to add the numbers back up. But we could see even greater savings if the claims are less than 240. This is just an estimate based on the previous years.
Worst case scenario.
Right. It could be a little bit more. So again, that's why I bumped up the 250 ask.
But the 250, I appreciate where that came from, especially
Yep.
we started 240, a little, cushion, 250, a nice round number. So no problem with that. My concern is the carrier indifference card was shown at 870 when this was proposed back in October on this schedule. And I just want to make sure I'm understanding this. We're saying it's the 540, which is the health benefit,
Yes.
which is the carrier.
Mm-hmm.
Difference card is 23K,
Mm-hmm.
which is 563. 563 less 870 is another 300,000. So it just seems that,
So you mind, go to the page right after that page you saw where you're writing on.
this one,
Yep. So for everybody else, Mr. Ullman was looking at the renewal savings summary where it had the conventional costs, revised fixed costs.
Yeah.
So if you go to page 2 and you go to the second to last column from the right, the longer one where it says current plan, New Jersey HDH, high deductible plan, and you go all the way down to the bottom where it says base plan. Okay, so where your pen is now, the column to the right, that was the renewal rate. So that's where you get to 839. Then you have to take, so that was based on last year's numbers, right? So at the time of the proposal, we had 14 members and family. We had 2 employee and children. We had 7 employee and spouse, and we had 11 employee only. And then remember, I gave you accurate numbers, right? So the family went down from 14 to 10. That is humongous amount of money,
I
right?
agree.
So then, no, I know you want to account for the difference between the 540 and the 840. So take that 839. Now that's the cost of the plan based on the estimate in October, right? Based on what was going on in the township with health plans in October. Then underneath it, with even my glasses, it's hard to read. See where it says 5135
Yes.
per member. So that's the cost for the difference card. So each member is 5135 per month. So 5135 times 12 times how many, times 34. Because that's how many people were on healthcare at the time.
21,000,
Right.
which is that number, okay? So 540 is the current projection based on the current makeup of staff in the township.
Yes.
Where does the Title 78 contributions get accounted for, Mr.?
So that's done through payroll.
But where does
Right.
that money go to when it comes
It
back?
goes back in the health line. So I have to, when I budget for this, it's another rule, I have to budget for the amount after considering contributions.
So this is the amount after contribution?
Right, after contributions. So that's accounted for as well, Mr. Ullman, right? So
So really,
That
your
number-
premium is more than 540 because this doesn't include the Title 78 contributions. the employees.
it does include the count.
It does include it.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
What
Where
I'm
does that
saying
money-
is gross the higher number?
What's that?
I can't account for the gross. I have to account for the net. So I have to account for the number that's needed after the employees contribute back.
That's what I'm asking, yeah.
Yes, so again, that's,
So this number in
that
reality.
870 does not
is
take into
higher.
account, is higher because it does not take into account
Count
the
the
employees' contributions back.
Okay, thank you.
So, all right. So
Actually, thank you, Mr. Hassan, for pointing
what
that out.
is
'cause that-
what's the
Makes
health
it even higher.
benefit waiver number?
So that's with an employee, right, that say is under 26 and is on their parents' healthcare.
Okay.
By law, as long as their parents are on a state health benefits plan. So say we hire someone.
But this could be an adult too. It doesn't have to be just under 26.
Oh, yeah, it could be, right?
It could
So
be
if
a
they have a
husband or
spouse
a
that
spouse
has a
that has insurance,
non-state
yeah.
health benefits plan, they're entitled to $5,000 waiver. And that's a
But that's
state
for a
law.
family plan, not for a single, is it?
That's for, well, the way it's written in the state law, is, whatever number's lower.
So they get a teaser to not
Not
be on
to-
our plan.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
At the highest, it's $5,000. It is lower based on what plan they're opting out of.
Okay. And then the last number, dental, life and accident, the 66, is that basically dental or is that everything?
It's everything. It's what we pay for Delta Dental. It's what we pay for the life insurance policies and then for our accident policy.
And the dental is not,
It's not included in all that health benefit stuff.
okay.
Look at it like as a second topic.
Where did we get this schedule from?
So that comes from the difference card. That was the proposal that we went over with council in October when we went through the whole,
So is it possible, can they recast the conventional cost based on our current makeup?
I think so.
Because I would like to understand, because what we're saying now, if we don't move this bar, if we don't move the 1,433,000, going to the difference card is saving us, we have less expense
Get it done.
by $600,000.
God bless you.
God bless. God bless.
Thank you.
Again, if we're just using that number, then yeah, I agree. I don't know if it's a specific number. But, I don't know how to say this without it sounding like, antagonistic is, we've already made all these moves. Like we're not in the decision phase, you know what I mean? Like, so, but
Completely appreciate
yeah,
it.
I just want to make that like,
No,
we don't have
I'm
another
not
option at this
revisiting.
point.
I would just like
Yeah.
to really understand what the real savings is, because we talk about 322,
Mhm.
but that's based on October numbers that are not realistic, because the 870, that's a huge component of it, is actually 563. So,
Right, because employee contributions are taken back out of it. So what the town pays is what was the number I asked for?
540.
Right, so the plan as a whole is costing that 839, let's just say for the sake of our discussion of all
Okay.
those numbers.
okay, then forget it. Okay, we're good.
You're okay, okay.
All right.
Are we good with all the numbers on page 25 and we'll stop there for tonight?
Yes.
You kind of have 5 minutes.
So
I'll slow down next week.
I have a question. It's not so much a budget question, but maybe we can
Sure,
add it
go ahead, Mr. Earl.
to the next. There was a recent lawsuit in, was it Englewood?
With the pension, the
Police
benefits,
officer.
police office benefit, yes.
So I appreciate that we do not have that situation here, but we do have retirees that are on, that use our
Dental.
dental. I appreciate that some of them are grandfathered in, but I think it behooves us to let those grandfathers expire and not have any retirees on our medical or dental.
Well, nobody's on medical.
Understood.
It's just, the dental is figured out and they reimburse us. And it's so funny, like I prepare myself for something and then 4 months later is when we talk about it and I forget it all. So I don't have the notes in front of me either to defend or, agree with what you're saying, but it doesn't cost the township. And
Understood, but it opens us up. I feel it potentially opens us up for, or provides an opportunity for a employee who retires or for whatever reason is no longer here to want access to these plans. And if we don't allow it, then it closes that door. And that would be, that's my view, especially based on this. And I realize it's a completely separate situation, but, it just raises it in my eye. So that would be my only comment.
All right, motion
Yeah,
to,
no, I
motion.
understand. I
Just-
didn't know.
I asked this question before the meeting officially got started, but
Oh,
I'll
yes.
re-ask it. Department heads to come in over the next
I
3
would
weeks
like-
or so.
I was approached by a couple of council, if we could look at the capital requests for the different departments and summarize any questions and get them to Mr. DeCarlo and the mayor and myself, and we'll get responses before, so we'll try to avoid bringing the department heads here at nighttime for no reason other than, you know, at least, or
Does
they can
capital
prepare.
or operating also?
Capital, I think operating, I think we have a handle on operating because we have last year's number. It's just capital really, that would be, you know, an issue. So if we can, if anybody has any capital questions for any department, if we could summarize those questions and getting them to Mr. DeCarlo, myself and the mayor,
I mean,
their responses.
is it a problem to bring them in? I think them representing their interests.
You know, respectfully, I think they have a desire to come in and they're expecting to come in like they have historically. You know,
Well, it's something new that the council did years ago. It was never done before. I know my first term of council, we requested that they come in. Before that, they never came in before. And I know a lot of them, you know, it's a lot of work to get here at night and, you know,
Well, I mean, it's up to them if they want to come.
yeah, but it's up to us also. If it was brought to my attention, if that's what the council wants them to come in, we'll have them come in. But I'd like to at least have the questions that you have before they get here so they can have a response. Because I know sometimes we have to ask them to get us information back and, you know, have them come back. So if you have any questions, and then we could determine, you know, the order and we'll just, you know,
Well,
once I get the questions, we'll make a decision on when they'll come in.
Well, when you say, Mike, determine the order, what I'd like to do is put it out to them and see when their schedules.
Yeah, you want to have that, why don't you have that for us next Monday, and then hopefully we'll have the questions by next Monday also to get to them, and then we'll set the order for next Monday, when they'll come in, if they need to come in.
if you pick up where you left off, it starts actually with the police. And thank you for the progress tonight. That was great.
Don't jinx it, don't talk
Worried
about Fight Club.
there's trickery afoot.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
Is that what we are?
So, all right, so we'll do that for the next meeting, get the questions on any capital items or any items you have for any department, and then we'll set a schedule next meeting. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.